The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the London Monarchs and the Green Bay Packers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going to give this one to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Love, they go play action now. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Packers. Darnell Mooney, 40 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. And got his man complete. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting him to shreds.
Now he'll escape to his left. Looking deep for it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 74 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Third and long for Love. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Antonio Gibson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there by Jones. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Monarch 6.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Love from the gun. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. they've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Love now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
23-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And a London 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call that a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play action this time with Love. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Flush, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Second down, Love to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Love now. Touchdown, Packers. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start...
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
32-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
He'll find Gibson here, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw now. Here's Love. Slant to Adams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and 2. Love with it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jarnell Mooney saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are pouring it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing under pressure, and they got to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
44-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
33-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Aaron Jones.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Love from the gun. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
33-yard.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit.